whichever one it was. You probably can't count on that, but what you can do is you can win the majority of your games. You can win most of your games. You can perform maybe better than what you had to this point in the season. And so what I would certainly suggest is bring your A game out here for this one tonight, because if you don't, it's going to be a miserable, miserable night and a miserable weekend as well, I would just suggest, because this is one of those games. This is one of those must-have kind of games. I think you've got to have a playoff mentality at this point of the year if you are either Show Low or Blue Ridge. And how about those records? These two teams coming into this all-important matchup. Show Low checks in at 7-12. And as their head coach, Daryl Suber, who is shaking hands with the Yellow Jacket starters right now, as he told us, they have gone to overtime in 3 of their last 4 games, including last night, an overtime win at Monument Valley that we got to broadcast. And it was a great game. We had a lot of fun there. They have been turning into the Cardiac Cougars here lately for their fans, all these overtime matchups. But Show Low is 7-12 right now, and the team that they're getting set to take on the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, boy, they have struggled. 2-14, and we got to see them against the Holbrook Roadrunners earlier in the week, and Holbrook ended up, as far as the game goes, they really turned it on to get that big win. I got to tell you this. I got to tell you that Holbrook is a great team, and Blue Ridge showed plenty of spark, plenty of bright moments in that game for the Yellow Jackets. This is a team that can definitely play better than the record shows, and they would have to expect themselves to do that one here tonight. They need to do that here tonight. So we'll be following and watching and seeing if the Show Low Cougars are able to do so. I believe here at Show Low they like to do the national anthem between each game, and I think that they're going to do that right now. Give you a look in on the national anthem. We'll do that here on our broadcast. Welcome back in, everybody, to Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Broadband. And welcome to this broadcast of Northland Basketball. Floyd Simmons, and my broadcast partner is Byron Brown, and the band, I don't know if it's a jazz band or rock band or reggae band, I don't know what it is, Byron, but the band is in full bloom here tonight. They're making a lot of noise. It's going to be a loud boys varsity game here as everybody starts getting going. You saw a couple of Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets there, on their feet to support their guys on the road here. And the opening tip is controlled by the Yellow Jackets as we get it underway. Northland Basketball is presented by Choice Broadband. I'm Floyd Simmons. Byron Brown is with me. And here we go. This Yellow Jackets team has really struggled with a 2-14 record to start the year. But they certainly don't give up the fight no matter what's going on out there, and they're going to play hard throughout this one, especially against the green and gold of the Show Low Cougars. There's a 5-second call, and Show Low's defense shows up right there. The Yellow Jackets turn it over, and the Cougars take control of the basketball. We're going to give you a look at the starters. Starters in this one for the Show Low boys. They've got the basketball. Thomas Ellsworth, who shot lights out last night in Monument Valley, number 5. He gets a start. So does the guy who just scored the first points of the game for Show Low, Hadley Dazen, working his way down. Hadley, number 20, out there in the starting lineup. Number 25, Jaden Waite, is a starter for Show Low. So is number 23, Keegan Kobzowitz. And finally, our Sports Zone player of the game last night in Monument Valley, number 3, Mason Bigos. Mason Bigos had a great fourth quarter and overtime for Show Low to pick up that player of the game last night. And he is the 5th starter on the floor for the Show Low Cougars. So I welcome Byron back in.
Well, thank you, Floyd.
Our starting broadcast lineup includes Byron Brown, number 00.
How cool would that be as a basketball number? I like it.
What would be your basketball number, Byron, if you could pick any number? The season begins. They're giving out uniforms, giving out jerseys, and they're saying, Byron, you get first pick. What are you going to take?
Taking number 3.
Number three, like Mason Bigos out there.
That's right.
Yellow Jacket. Rebound. They pick up the ball. Show Low leads 2-0 here. We're almost 2 minutes into the first quarter. The Yellow Jackets looking for their first offense. They're going to drive, and they're going to get it. Kian Naranga out there for the Yellow Jackets gets their first points to tie the game at 2 here in the first quarter.
Nice drive by Naranga right there. Slicing through the Show Low defense for the left-handed layup.
And I think we got a foul, offensive foul. That's what Hadley Dazen working against that young man right there, Elijah Danford. And Danford, you see, he blocked the shot. Doesn't really count in the books because there was a push-off earlier on Dazen. He picks up his first foul as those two guys go at it here. Student section getting on their feet for Show Low. And the Yellow Jackets control the basketball. Bounce pass that is in and out of the hands of Carlo Harris. Harris couldn't hold on, but look at the steal defensively. The Yellow Jackets bring it up. Shot good! And a Show Low foul. Jaden Waite commits the foul.
Nice play right there. It'll be interesting to see and it looks like he is a lefty right there for the Yellow Jackets. But that's what happens when you go up with your left hand. You don't switch it over to your right. But he's a lefty, and that's what happens. Guys aren't used to it. So when you do that kind of a move, and when they reach in, they're going to get you. They're going to give you the end one situation because they're hitting your right hand.
The guy is Michael Quintero. Quintero has his first points tonight, and he gets the end one to complement it. And it's 5-2. 5-2 early on here. The Yellow Jackets in front of Show Low. Dazen, and he gets fouled. Dazen got to the foul line trying to get a shot up there, and he got the shooting foul, not a shooting foul.
Non-shooting foul, but that's what's going to happen when you reach in from behind. They're going to call that 9 out of 10 times.
It's Quintero. Quintero picks up the foul. Inbound to Bigos. Mason Bigos right there. Here is Keegan Kobzowitz. Back to Bigos, and now Ellsworth to Waite. It's loose, and it's picked up by Keegan Kobzowitz. But the good defense by Blue Ridge gets Show Low out of sorts, and we get our first shot clock violation. Byron, usually you get one shot clock violation per game. People kind of forget the clock is going, they forget about it, and then once it happens, they never forget again the rest of the game.
Well, that one wasn't that they forgot. It's just that Blue Ridge had played great defense, and there was a lot of loose balls floating around. That's where all of a sudden, by the time you gain control, you think maybe it reset, but it hasn't.
Well, that's Elijah Danford tried to go into the paint, and he got stripped out of his possession. Show Low's going to attack. Bigos floats, and he's got the basket. His first points of the game And it's 5-4 Blue Ridge after the Show Low make.
That was a nice job right there by Bigos. It looked like the Toyota Tundra iForce Max driving through the lane like it was out front in Hatch Toyota Arena.
Oh, there's one out there in the front?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a beauty?
It's a beauty. And I bet you it drove the lane just like that.
Quintero gives it up, and there's your Euro step into the paint. Arielano Cruz is the guy that gets the basket there. 7-4 Blue Ridge leading Show Low in the boys varsity game halfway through the first quarter.
Right now in this first quarter, Blue Ridge getting a lot of easy baskets. They're doing a great job cutting through the lane, getting the pass, and making the baskets.
And head coach Kirby Elkins right there on your screen. He is happy with his team's defensive effort out there. Let's check those guys on the floor right now. Carlo Harris is in the lineup, number 12 for Blue Ridge. There's a rebound to number 15. That's Elijah Danford, and he'll give it up. Arielano Cruz is number 10, and he tossed it to the corner. But a travel is called on number 35, Michael Quintero. So Blue Ridge gives the ball back to Show Low, and the fifth Yellow Jacket on the floor right now is Anquan Case. Anquan Case is out there, and there's a jump shot good for Keegan Komzowitz. Keegan getting into the scoring act for the Show Low Cougars. Down by one. Harris unable to make his shot, and it's Dazen with the Show Low rebound to Bigos, and good hands right there by Carlo Harris. Bat that one away. Show Low throws it away.
Keegan with a nice job at the top of the free throw line right there. About a nice little 15-foot jumper. But on that pass, just decided to airmail it. Looked like a Floyd Simmons pass. Just airmailed it.
Just throw it as hard as you can and pray for rain.
That's right.
There's a jumper that's up there, no good for Case. And he'll get it back after Quintero saved it. Drive by Danford. Couldn't make it. And Jaden Waite taps it out to his teammate, Mason Bigos. Show Low's got the ball back. Let's see if they can take the lead right here. Nope. The Yellow Jackets get a steal. Harris with the steal. Cruz has it, trying to find some help. Gets it to Carlo, and now right side. That's Anquan Case deep on the right angle. And he tries the pick and roll, but it's over the head, over the hand of Carlo Harris.
Both teams trying to search for a little rhythm, but a lot of loose balls out there, so there is no rhythm, rhyme or rhythm going out there for either team.
Byron Brown not all that interested in making the full effort to save the Sports Zone equipment. Jump ball is called. I got your basketball. Randall Lufer, the official right there.
Wasn't even close to Sports Zone equipment.
There's a whole table.
That wasn't even close.
There's a whole table of
I know you have vision
behind
problems,
us.
but not only can I see how the ball is going to go, I could judge the distance and know exactly that it wasn't even close.
All right. Go to camera 2 for a second, Colby, and I want camera 2 to show us by nodding the head yes or no about whether or not that almost hit our equipment. Yes. He nods the head yes, Byron Brown.
Well, yeah, because who's your boss? He's answering his boss, and he's going to absolutely agree with his boss.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Well, first of all, let's mention that there's a foul right there on Cruz. Arielano Cruz has picked up his first foul for the Yellow Jackets. 90 seconds left in the quarter. Hadley Dazen from downtown, no good there. And it's the Yellow Jackets with the basketball. I'm just saying, you better make a better effort. Got it?
Got it.
You want to stay in the lineup. You want to stay on the floor. The effort's got to match it. How about Carlo Harris? A nice little job there on the baseline with the shot going for the Yellow Jackets. To the corner. And that's a skip pass to the corner by Ellsworth. The shot is going to be off the mark a little bit. Let's see, is that Chris San in the lineup? You don't have a roster for this one? Tristan Key over here on this end, number 13. So Tristan has changed up numbers. Normally I have him wearing jersey number 2, but Tristan now is wearing, that's him right there with the ball, number 13. Also into the game is number 3, that's Noah Chi for the Yellow Jackets. And Chi is going to battle for a rebound. And let's see who controls. That's going to be off Ellsworth, out of bounds to Blue Ridge. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Hey, Noah Chi checks in to the Yellow Jacket lineup out there. Noah is not necessarily known as a basketball player, but he is known as a consummate team player and a hustle guy. Great football player and really a great baseball player as well.
Well, I was going to say he's just an all-around athlete, right?
Yeah, he can do it all. He can do it all. If he was on the wrestling team right now, he would probably be a guy that just on pure effort, strength, athleticism, he'd probably be a, state semifinalist in wrestling, just walking off the bus.
What do they call that, medalist?
Yeah, a medalist. I'm sure he would. Here's Hadley Dazen attacking. Fouled on his way in there, and 2 shots on the way for Dazen. Cougars going to go to the line and close the 3-point gap that they're looking at as we get to the final 12 seconds of the quarter. It was Carlo Harris committing the foul. Dazen. And it's good. Hey, look, Hadley Dazen's got the old school Miami Dolphins shoes.
Well, I was going to say that, back in the day when I played basketball, basically there's one color, and that was white.
Yeah, okay. That's all you could get. Big O set the buzzer. Almost got it. Didn't land. And the quarter comes to an end. It is Blue Ridge 9, Show Low 7. Second quarter straight ahead. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Hey, Lifeline phone users, important news flash. If you don't use your phone regularly, it could get deactivated. Remember, use it, don't lose it. Call, text, or go online weekly to keep your free benefit active. Cellular One is here to keep you connected with our free Lifeline phone program, offering unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data. Stay connected with the largest, most reliable network on the Navajo Nation. Visit your nearest Cellular One store or mycellularone.com for details.
We return to the action. By the way, if you're listening on radio, you are listening on Mix 98, KRFM Show Low, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. This is Northland Basketball, Show Low Cougars basketball. And they are hosting the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Hadley Dazen throws a dart inside to Keegan Kobzowitz, and then he gets into a little bit of a mix-up with Trevor Byers. Byers, number 2, has come in to the Yellow Jacket lineup. But there's a foul, and I think the foul was on, you might help me, Byron, but it was on 1? Okay. All right. If you say so. Aranga? No, on 3. Yeah, and that's what I thought. But I'm looking, okay, Noah Chi is the guy. Chi got called for his first foul of the game. Yellow Jackets will try to set up that defense. Dazen challenges them in the paint, and Hadley has his first second quarter points. He's got 5 in the game. We are tied at 9 now with this second quarter. Barreling at you at halftime, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report.
Dazen doing a nice job for the Cougars, really getting inside and taking his game to the next level inside. And if he's not getting the basket, he's going to the free throw line.
I agree, yeah. He's giving the full measure for his team out there. 7:06 on the clock in the second quarter. Inbound, Byers gets it in, and Naranga tracks it down, and he danced the tightrope of the half-court line. Did not go back into half-court on the other side. Byers in trouble, picks it up, double-teamed, gets that one away. Shot clock violation. Blue Ridge lost track of time. Hey, Derek, give us a shot of the bench if you can over there, Blue Ridge. Look at the young guys here, all these Blue Ridge guys, the Blue Ridge coaches. There's Wes on the end there. I'm trying to figure out who the guy is next to Wes, but you got guys like Alex Stebbins is on the coaching staff here, along with Kirby Elkins. These are all Blue Ridge guys, all Blue Ridge graduates, young guys. As you watch Thomas Ellsworth rain down a big three for the Cougars, and they have taken over the lead 12-9. That bench over there, as you watch Trevor Byers go to work and get a two, all those young coaches for Blue Ridge, they're struggling, having a hard time this season, but every one of those guys is a good character guy, and I think that Blue Ridge, it might not look pretty right now if you're a Yellow Jacket fan, but give them some time to develop a program, work with these guys, and Kirby Elkins really is a very good coach. So Elijah Danford is still for Blue Ridge, and he'll bring it across to Byers with the strikingly extra red shoes. I'm all about the shoes tonight. There's some interesting shoe colors out there, Byron.
There are very, very interesting shoe colors.
Hold on, let me get one more name in there, right there in the middle of the screen. Robert Tate. Now, Robert not only was one of the all-timers as a guard for Blue Ridge, such a great guard playing for Blue Ridge not many years ago, but Robert was described by Daryl Suber, the head coach of Show Low, because he coached Robert when Daryl was the head coach at Blue Ridge. There's Coach Suber. He was at Blue Ridge a while back, and he coached Robert Tate and said that in his coaching career, and it spans more than just Blue Ridge and Show Low, in his coaching career, he said Robert Tate may be the best teammate that he ever coached. Teammate guy. That guy right there, Robert Tate. So you got lots of great young coaches with this team and in this program, and I think that Blue Ridge, brighter days are ahead.
Absolutely. Anytime you got some young guys, it's going to be, especially, early in the early stages of their coaching career, it's going to be a little, everybody trying to get, hey, who's doing what, who knows what, trying to get everybody on the same page. And there's going to be some growing pains.
Timeout right there taken by Show Low after they sprinkle the game with a big Hadley Dazen three-pointer. And they lead 15-11 in the second quarter. Stand by Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Broadband.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for two plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash Back. Woohoo!
So the second quarter continues. You saw some of that action out there while we were at the break. And now we're back to the action on the floor live with the Yellow Jackets in possession. 15-11 is our score from the corner left side. The shot is up there. It is no good. No good there for Kian Naranga.
He was number 11 for Show Low.
Evan Bigos.
Bigos, the brother.
The younger brother.
Throwing out the flow right there.
Yep. There's a steal. There's a takeaway. Noah Chi brings it up. Now Trevor Byers deep on the right angle. Looks for the screen. Gets it to Danford. Naranga, left side, Chi for three. That shot is going to rim out no good for Noah. Rebound, Hadley Dazen.
I hate when that happens. You think you got it. It's like, you know it feels good out of the hand, and then what does it do? It just dips in and out.
You thought it was going to go in like that one did for Evan Bigos. That was a big shot from the corner. And Evan makes it an 18-11 Show Low lead over Blue Ridge. Show Low came into the game ranked number 28 in the state.
28.
28, yeah. Yes. Blue Ridge number 36. A lot of work ahead.
A lot of work, but it's still early in the season. I mean, as I was talking to the camera extraordinaire, Derek Simmons, earlier today, it's like this is when the last 2 weeks of the month of January, you're playing 5 games a week.
Yeah.
And so, you're making up a lot of games in a little short period of time. So it could change. I mean, one team like Show Low, they get a few players back, and then next thing you know, they can make a run.
The opportunity is certainly there. Michael Quintero, big three for the Jackets off the inbound, and they get it back to a 4-point deficit. A little more manageable right now for the Yellow Jackets, but we'll see if Hadley Dazen and crew can do something about that. Hadley's fadeaway on the left side. Smooth out there for Hadley, and he's got 10 points in the game now. Show Low 20, Blue Ridge 14.
It's funny because in football, I think Hadley wanted to, but he wasn't going to, because in basketball, you're going to get teed up. But in football, he probably would have done the little guy thing. On the defense on Quintero when he tried to guard him and he shot over him, he stick the hand down.
Yeah.
But in basketball, you get teed up for that.
Yeah,
Football, hey, you can do it all day long.
You're just not allowed, are you? By the way, that was Carlo Harris. Nice little mid-range jumper a moment ago for the Yellow Jackets. They've gotten to within 4 again, 20-16. Dazen swinging around Bigos. Out on top is Thomas Ellsworth. And they'll weave it around, and now Evan Bigos. You know what Evan Bigos looks like? It reminds me of? Remember the Titans.
Do you remember the Titans?
Do you remember the Titans?
Sunshine.
That's right. The quarterback.
Yep.
From California. He's kind of got that look, right?
He does.
Got the feathered dew from the 70s. He'll exit the game, but look at that golden mane of hair right there. You tell me he's not proud of that?
Hey, anytime you got flow,
Yeah, listen, Evan.
You're absolutely proud of it.
Listen, Evan. Love it while you got it. Love it while you got it. 95 seconds remain in the first half here. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report will come up here in a bit. That loose ball scooped up by Show Low. Dazen gets a hold of it. Skips a pass across to Thomas Ellsworth. Thomas knocks a 3 down. Thomas has been shooting really well these last 2 days from out there.
Nice job setting his feet, getting the pass from Dazen, and then connecting on his second 3.
So Byron, last night in Monument Valley, he hit 4 threes, in the first half. And every one of them was a perfect 3. I mean, he didn't touch, it wasn't a hint of touching iron, anything like that, right? And so I was thinking about that, because he was dialed in, he had the range, and I think I've got a nickname for him. I think I want to call him the rangefinder. Okay, Thomas Ellsworth. It was another nice shot right there on the right. How do you like it, the rangefinder?
No. No.
Just no?
No.
Just not even consider it?
No. Now, what I will say, and I think his 2 shots here tonight, plus the 4, that when you're making nothing but net, you're not hitting rim on 3s. Well, we just call it the sniper.
Okay, here we go. Try to one-up me on that. The sniper that's used, it's played, it's
By
old.
who?
It's been used.
By who?
It's been used a lot.
Hey, no,
okay,
it hasn't.
all right.
Has never has been.
All right, I like the rangefinder. I think we'll go with that one.
The range.
Byron Brown, rangefinder. 23-17, our score. There he is, the rangefinder, Thomas Ellsworth. We should ask Thomas which one he likes better.
Absolutely, we should
ask him.
Yeah, we should.
I think I know what Thomas is going to say.
I do too.
39 on the clock here, 39 seconds. That is. Here's a drive, and Quintero with a nice little finish. How about Quintero's first half? He's got 9 points.
Yeah, he's got a nice. We talked earlier about Chris Mullen, lefty. He's got some nice moves and a nice shot selection and drive for a lefty, Quintero.
Well, how about this guy, number 20, Hadley Dazen, the sniper, with a nice little shot from about the free throw line.
Okay, so now I see. Yeah, we're just gonna start using it now. Okay, hey, that's fine. You want to call Days a sniper, and then I guess Ellsworth is the range finder. What else we got?
Great little shot there by Hadley. Hadley's got 12 first half points for Show Low, and we'll see what they can do at potentially the final shot of the half here. 8 seconds on the clock, left side. And Jaden Waite pops one, misses the shot. Rebound by Noah Chi, who's got a great arm. He plays baseball, and he can pitch, he can throw, he's a great catcher. He played, by the way, Noah Chi can play every position on the diamond. Every position on the diamond, okay?
Yes, he can.
You just throw him in wherever you want him to go. And part of it because he's got that arm right there. Well, that ends the first half here. And Show Low behind the great shooting from guys like Hadley, the sniper Dazen, and Thomas, the rangefinder Ellsworth, have come up with a 25-19 halftime lead. Stand by, everybody. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is next. The Sports Zone Game of the Week broadcast in Northland Basketball is presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse. Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
halftime as we bring you back in here at Show Low High School. Did you hear the song that was just playing, Byron?
I did.
Up there? Okay. Hooked on a Feeling.
Yes.
By the band here at Show Low High School. Okay. That's a bunch of 16, 17, 18-year-old kids playing a song called Hooked on a Feeling from the 1970s.
Yes, but you know what made it famous for them?
Was it a movie?
Yes, it was.
Well, what movie are we talking about here?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
It's a movie I did not watch for more than about 2.5 minutes.
It's. I know because it wasn't a love story. I got that. I know.
Really,
I understand.
Couldn't really
it wasn't
watch
about. It wasn't a rom-com. It wasn't a love story. It wasn't up your alley. I got that.
Okay, all right. One good turn deserves another. Try to pay me back for just spitting facts over here. Okay, but all right. Okay, but for the Sports Zone Secret Prize, Byron. Okay. For the Sports Zone Secret Prize, if you can name the artist that first made that song famous, you win that Sports Zone Secret Prize. Who was the artist, Byron? Made that song famous. Hooked on a Feeling.
Are you sure it was an artist, like just singular? I thought it was a group.
Who is the artist? Well, maybe it was a group. Maybe it was a group, but what is the name of the group? Remember, think about that for just a second. Don't whip out your Google It device, and let's take a look at numbers here while Byron thinks on the matter here. Show Low 25, Blue Ridge 19 at the half. Show Low's led in scoring by Hadley Dazen. Smooth half, 12 points for Hadley, including a 3 in the second quarter. Also, Thomas Ellsworth with a pair of second quarter threes. He's got 6 points. He's followed by Evan Bigos, who has a 3 for his total. Shot a 3 and made it. And all of Show Low's 4 3-pointers came in the second quarter. Mason Bigos has 2 points, and Keegan Komzowitz has 2 points for Show Low. On the Blue Ridge side of the ledger, Michael Quintero with 9 points, including a 3-point basket. Carlo Harris has 4 points in the first half, and 3 Yellow Jackets with 2 points apiece. Kian Naranga, Trevor Byers, and Aureliano Cruz has 2 points. All right, Byron, for the Sports Zone Secret Prize.
Well, before I give you the answer, I'll break down the first half. 2 opposites.
Okay.
Here in this first half between the 2 Show Low Cougars and the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Show Low, Blue Ridge is playing a 3-2 zone defense. And typically how you attack the zone is you go inside. But Show Low, and this is why Blue Ridge is playing it, Show Low wants to shoot from the outside. And majority of their shots, as you duly noted, how many threes they had in the second quarter and early on, they're willing to put up the threes. And so it took them a while to get some rhythm, and now once they knocked down a few, they got into more of a rhythm and they were able to hit more shots, more threes. But what I like to see from Show Low is go inside with the big guy. You don't even necessarily have the big guy, but Keegan down low. But they don't want to have the size differential against the Yellow Jackets. And on the opposite side, Blue Ridge is doing exactly what Show Low should be doing, which is driving the ball and going into the lane and getting the little bunnies.
A tale of 2 different approaches in that half. Our score 25-19. Byron's going to think a little bit more on that song, Hooked on a Feeling. And we'll take our final halftime timeout. Bring you back with the second half in a moment. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
Hey, we're back here ready to start the second half, and I've got 2 words for you, Byron Brown. 2 words for you. Ready?
Yep.
Blue, Swede.
Blue, yeah, see? I told you it was blue. I just couldn't figure out.
Blue Swede.
Blue Swede.
The artist that made the song famous, Hooked on a Feeling. And let's get the second half underway. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband. Inbound to Mason Bigos. Sholo's got the ball. Mason attacks. And it's a little shy on that. Tapped around and rebounded by Carlo Harris. And the Yellow Jackets have the ball. We get underway here. Floyd Simmons along with Byron Brown. And there's a shot from the left side that misses every last bit of it out there. Well, Byron, I do a morning show on our radio station here, Mix 98.
Yeah, isn't it like Rochelle and Friends?
It is. It is. It's the Good Morning Show with Rochelle and Friends, and I get to be a part of it. Mason Bigos is a part of the story here for Sholo, and Mason opens up the second half scoring. I mentioned it because you pop in from time to time and join us on our show, and it ends up in some pretty good banter, and a lot of it is this competitive banter of you and I going at each other a little bit because we disagree on so many things. And I just found out we disagree big time on a very important subject.
Yeah. It's huge.
And that is, you're a Marvel guy.
Absolutely.
And I'm a DC guy. Because DC kills Marvel.
Marvel kicks DC's butt.
That was Carlo Harris doing a little kind of Superman work out there a moment ago, and Hadley Dazen is fouled. 2 shots on the way for Hadley. And the guilty man is Carlo Harris. Carlo Harris has his second foul of the game. So you're a Marvel guy.
Yeah, Hadley Dazen right there putting in a Captain America effort.
Yeah. Captain America's okay. I don't have a lot of problem with Captain America because I'm patriotic. And they're playing on my patriotic sensitivities with that character Captain America. Although isn't Captain America now a female?
No.
What is that character then? What is that character I'm thinking of?
Thor?
No, Thor's not a female.
Now.
Oh, Thor is now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they're changing it up. They're giving everybody a chance.
Absolutely.
I get you.
Yeah.
And you are the Marvel guy.
Captain America is now the Falcon. The Falcon is taken over for Captain America.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna get about 2 sentences in, and my eyes are gonna glaze over.
Well, I know because who does DC have that holds up the, basically is Batman,
the
right?
Batman, yeah.
One person.
Oh, you only need the Batman. That's all you need.
Oh no, you got Iron Man. Oh, you know who we need to talk? You know who we need to bring in on this conversation?
Who's that? Mason Bigos, because he just made that left-handed lay-in,
and he's putting in the Iron Man work. That is Kevin Kerr.
Kevin Kerr, yeah, Kevin Kerr. Here's Bigos up the floor. It's knocked out of his hands by Elijah Danford defensively. Kevin Kerr of our friends Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tints. Kevin Kerr is a big-time Iron Man guy.
And Iron Man is whom? That's right, Marvel.
Iron Man is the one redeeming factor of Marvel. And sort of Captain America. And that's what you got. That's what you got right there. And you got all this other You got all this other crazy, wacky stuff going on that doesn't need to be there.
It's a losing argument that you have. Just pack it in, take your L, and just let's move on.
You're the Marvel guy. Here goes Jaden Waite, and Waite's fouled by Byers. Trevor Byers out there for the Yellow Jackets commits his first foul of the game.
So, at halftime, I talk about Show Low relying on the three, and what they started off in the third quarter, they have started driving the ball to the hoop. And you've seen a couple early baskets by Mason, and now here's another drive to the basket that resulted in 2 free throws for the Cougars.
And Jaden Waite makes one of the 2, and his team, Show Low, leads 30-21 here. Thanks for being with us on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel and Facebook page. If you're watching on Facebook, I would recommend that you switch on over to YouTube because the experience is just better. YouTube is a better platform for live video, and it's a higher quality video presentation as well on YouTube. So I just, we have more trouble with Facebook by a long way than we do with YouTube. So why not watch the game on YouTube?
You're saying YouTube's like Marvel, Facebook's like DC Comics.
Our live chat, for whatever reason, is... Oh, there it is. Is it finally working? I guess maybe it's working now. It wasn't working for a while. So how about we ask the folks out there that are watching, are you Marvel or are you DC? And which one of those universes has your favorite... Who's your favorite character in the universe? And clearly, the Batman is just better than everybody, okay? But... just let us know here. Let us know your thoughts. You got that whistle, and you got a foul, and you got Jaden Waite standing by to shoot a couple of foul shots for the Show Low Cougars. 30-21 our score.
I believe it's 3.
Oh, 3. 3's more than a couple. There's 1. There's 2.
He missed that one off when he drove to the hoot lane, and he got the 1 out of 2. And here he comes back with nothing but net. He's like, I learned. That's my one miss. I'm just not even gonna worry about the rim.
Yeah, perfect now. Perfect at the line on that trip anyway. 33-21. Show Low leading Blue Ridge. At the end of our game, we announced the Sports Zone's Player of the Game presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Mason Bigos tears down that rebound. Hadley Dazen to the backdoor cutter, Thomas Ellsworth. Thomas was so wide open, the defender did not contest him because he was expecting it, right? And all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, it's too open. And then he committed a foul.
That was one of those things where he was fading as he was catching the ball. He was fading away because he thought, I'm going to get hammered. So I'm going to fade away, get the end one. No one was there, and he overshot it.
Somebody said Wonder Woman out there. Wonder Woman. Stand by, everybody. We'll take a third quarter timeout here and a 12-point lead for Show Low. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
And we return to the action here. 33-21, 4.5 minutes on the clock, third quarter. Show Low in front of Blue Ridge here in this 3A East showdown. This White Mountains rivalry. And it is Arielano Cruz who drops it back to number 12. That is one of the best linebackers in the DC universe there. That's Carlo Harris out there, number 12. There ought to be a linebacker character called Carlo Harris in one of these superhero universes.
And I bet you if we talked to Carlo, he would tell you he's the Hulk. He's the Incredible Hulk.
That's who he wants to be?
Yes. Another Marvel staple.
Bigos brings it up to the corner. And that shot short for Keegan Kobzowitz. And a blocked shot. Kobzowitz plucks it out of the air, and he has got the shot for the Cougars. Show Low hanging on to that 12-point lead.
Keegan doing a nice job inside right there, using his height. And again, as we mentioned during the girls basketball game, not bringing down the loose ball, he kept it up and just was able to keep it high enough and bank it back in.
Harris working against Kobzowitz, who blocks a shot 2 times. Well, Kobzowitz had the clear height advantage. And used it to perfection. Bigos versus Cruz. And a foul on Arielano Cruz. That'll be 3 on him in the game.
I'm surprised as we see the replay on that Keegan block of Carlo that there wasn't a jump ball called. Usually when it's blocked like that and it's brought back down, usually you get the jump ball.
Yeah, agreed. Hey, by the way, our Northland basketball schedule has been very busy this week. It started on Tuesday in Holbrook versus Blue Ridge. We went to Tuba City on Wednesday, went to Monument Valley yesterday on Thursday. Now we're here at Show Low High School, and then tomorrow night we're at Window Rock. Window Rock hosting Monument Valley to wrap up a busy week of Northland basketball. Here's a drive by Carlo, but I think the foul happened before he got to the basket.
Blue Ridge coaching staff asking for the NBA continuation, saying, hey, it should be an and one.
Yeah. The NBA, Byron, are you in agreement with those folks out there that complain that the NBA is becoming harder and harder to watch?
I was in that.
You got there a while ago?
I was about like 10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
I was in that field about 10 years ago.
Yeah, remember when the discussion was, you only need to tune in for about the last 2 minutes of the game. That's it. You can forget the first 58 minutes of basketball, and then just tune in that last 2 minutes.
Look, basketball has changed, and especially at the NBA level. I just can never fathom how you can be up by 30 going into the second quarter, and then by halftime be down by 15. I just don't understand how that happens.
I get you on that. I will say this. Thank goodness high school basketball is so much more entertaining, right?
Yes.
The spirit of the game lives on in high school basketball. There is a whistle right there, and it looked like he flashed a 33. Is there a 33 on the floor? No, just a 3. He just said 3. Okay. So Mason Bigos with his, believe it or not, first foul. He's been playing this whole game. That's his first.
All right.
And you got the and one right there by Carlo Harris. How about Carlo turning it up there and turning it on here in the game? He started the game for the team, and Carlo leads the scoring with 9 points. Michael Quintero, by the way, also has 9 points, but he's been off the floor the entire third quarter for the Yellow Jackets. Drive, and Bigos is hassled on the way in. Foul on Anquan Case.
seeing a lot more from Mason of the Cougars going to the basket. When he sees the light at the end of the tunnel, he is taking advantage in either getting the deuce or going to the free throw line.
Well, Bigos has a foul shot made right there. He's got 9 in the game for Show Low. Let's see here. We got somebody out there commenting about on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube live chat. Said Star-Lord is a good Marvel character.
There you go.
Do you know this character?
That's Guardians of the Galaxy.
I would have had no clue whatsoever.
Well, you don't have a clue anyways, but I mean...
but just to make the point?
Yes.
Just to further the point? Was that Jaden inside?
That was Jaden inside getting the rebound and the put back.
Jaden, nice job. We're over here caught up in the Marvel universe, and meanwhile there's a basketball game going on. Hadley Dazen, after the blocked shot, has the basketball for Show Low. Show Low has checked into the game. Brand new guy. Carter Carpenter, number 15. Carter Carpenter is in the Show Low lineup now. He's going to go out there and try to defend Cruz. Ball gets into the hands of Carlo Harris. His jump shot off the mark. Hadley Dazen with the rebound. And Hadley's going to run right over Anquan Case. The officials let that one stand. And he gets knocked out of bounds out of Mason Bigos' hands. 48 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Northland Basketball brought to you by Choice Broadband. And my broadcast partner, Byron Brown, is the owner of Ace Hardware stores in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. We call that Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Byron, on our next dead ball, which should happen any second now, I want you to give us an idea what's happening right now in this less than precipitous winter in northeast Arizona over there, because there's always something for you at Ace Hardware. Look at that steal by Cruz, and he is fouled by Carpenter for his first foul, and Cruz will get 2 shots for the Yellow Jackets. So Byron, how about Ace Hardware?
Well, yes, we haven't gotten the precipitation, we haven't gotten the snow, but we do have the nice cool temperatures, and we do have 4 different kinds of heating pellets that you got to choose from. We got 2 that are locally made. One is here, right here in Show Low. We have one that's from Springerville. We've got another one that's from Colorado. And then we have the best one that's a hardwood that comes in also from, it's not from Show Low, but it's one of their parent companies over in California.
Several opportunities for the Show Low Cougars right there. Can't make it go. And the Yellow Jackets back in possession. Cruz outside. Harris with a shot attempt. No good there. Bounces around. Dazen has it. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Carpenter, and he'll make it on the second try for the Cougars. Points off the bench for Show Low to close out the quarter. 43-28. Show Low in front of Blue Ridge. Stand by for the fourth quarter. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
That's the start of the fourth quarter here in Show Low. Hatch Toyota Arena is where the Show Low Cougars play their home games. Floyd Simmons here along with Byron Brown to start the quarter again. So wood pellets down at Ace Hardware, and you deliver as well.
We deliver, absolutely. We will put it wherever you would like. We will hand stack it in your garage. If you want half a pallet inside, half outside, we will do that for you.
That is customer service, Byron Brown. Must have been your wife, Kim Brown, that came up with that idea.
Of course. She comes up with every good idea.
Elijah Danford from Blue Ridge is right there. He's going to hand it off. And give and go was tipped around, knocked out of bounds by the Show Low Cougars. A reset coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Blue Ridge will start the fourth quarter with Kian Naranga, number 1, for that head coach right there. That is Kirby Elkins. Here's the inbound to number 10, Aureliano Cruz. And now a jumper from the corner. That's number 15, Elijah Danford, starting the fourth quarter. I think I mentioned number 12, Carlo Harris. Number 2, Trevor Byers. Those are your Yellow Jacket 5. And there is a whistle on Elijah Danford. Danford's first foul. Northland Basketball is presented by Choice Broadband. Is our audio on okay? Is it fine over there? Yeah, it looks good. Okay, just making sure. Show Low Blue Ridge right here, reliving the rivalry. And that one gets thrown out of bounds. The Show Low 5 out there, Hadley Dazen, number 20. Keegan Kobzowitz, number 23 right there. Also into the game here now in this fourth quarter, number 22, Jarvis Yellowhorse. Jarvis getting his opportunity out there on the floor for head coach Daryl Suber. Number 3, Mason Bigos is in this lineup, and so is number 11, Evan Bigos. The Bigos brothers are out there. And there's a long pass from Mason, and he gets it up the floor, and that's going to be off the hands of Yellowhorse. Long pass. And he'll go back to defense while Blue Ridge attacks the basket with Carlo Harris. And what are they going to call it? They're going to call it a blocking foul on Bigos. Evan Bigos picks up the foul.
Actually, they called on 23. That was Keegan, right?
Okay, Keegan. I saw Evan on the ground. I thought, because I was my view
No,
was
I did, but they
did say
to,
Keegan.
Yep.
They did give it to Keegan, his first foul of the game.
Yeah, we talked about Evan's flow, and we're talking about the Marvel Universe. How about Thor right there? Evan with the Thor flow.
Okay. Is that a little Thor-esque?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't really know. I've never watched any of these Marvel movies.
Again.
It doesn't surprise you. I get it.
Exactly.
I understand. Let's see let's see. MP3 said Marvel all the way, and then said Spider-Man.
Yep, Spider-Man.
Okay, there's somebody out there that said the spleen from the Mystery Men. Do you remember the spleen?
I do.
Yeah. Digestive issues. Let's see here. Anybody else out there want to weigh in? Are you DC or Marvel? Which is the same as saying in this order. If I say, are you DC or Marvel, it's like saying, are you sophisticated or are you a simpleton?
Right, simpleton being DC,
no.
Sophisticated being Marvel. But I tell you what, looking at some of these responses, there is look, we've got one from Las Vegas.
Yeah,
go Keegan, and we also have one from Colorado, Durango. Let's go, Hadley.
Yeah, we're international, actually, Byron. We get a lot of international audience out there, folks who are, they're working maybe in the military or for business, whatever. They are outside the United States, but they want to watch Northland basketball. So we get a lot of check-ins from some exotic places and some great places out there. From Europe, a lot from Europe, from Asia. It's really no surprise anymore where that contact comes from out there. As you watch Cruz dropped that one in. Cruz, he's got 8 points for the Yellow Jackets.
There's another nice drive by lefty right there. Cruz doing a nice job getting inside. Thought he should have got a little and one action, but nice drive by Cruz of the Yellow Jackets.
Hand check on Trevor Byers. Third foul of the game on Trevor.
We've got 6 minutes left. The Cougars 43, Yellow Jackets 32. Floyd, we gotta start thinking about a Sports Zone Player of the Game.
Yes, we do. That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. This one will tip out of bounds, and the Yellow Jackets get it back. Yes, indeed, we do. It's a very, very important post-game acknowledgement coming up here in a little bit.
Yeah, it's for Show Low. There's about 3 players I think right now that are in the mix for the White Mountain Regional Medical Center Player of the Game.
Arielano Cruz misses the shot. Hadley Dazen goes coast to coast. There was contact. There was no whistle, and Elijah Danford had it for a moment. And timeout taken from the Yellow Jacket bench. With that timeout, we'll grab one here on the broadcast as well. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
The voice of Rochelle Austin right there. She is she's the famous lead of the Hatch Toyota Good Morning Show.
Right.
In the morning on Mix 98.
Rochelle Austin.
Very fun morning show, thanks to Rochelle Austin. And her carousel of characters that join her on the radio show. I get to be one of those guys. 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Thomas Ellsworth, the rangefinder. He didn't find it that time. A rebound. Evan Bigos, the putback, is also off the mark for the Show Low Cougars. The rangefinder. I mean, that could be like a Marvel Comics character. Sounds like something from the Marvel universe. Here's the drive, and Cruz dishes. Loose. Bigos has it. Taken away from him by Elijah Danford.
I think we're supposed to have a basketball game, but a rugby game broke out.
It's getting scrappy out there, isn't it? It's getting scrappy. These officials, they must have all traveled from some distance because they're not blowing their whistle nearly as much now as they were a while ago. Here's one into front court. Tristan Key gets it up there to Keegan Kobzowitz. Ellsworth to Bigos. Keegan. Back outside, and that one thrown away. The Yellow Jackets get it back. They trail by 11 halfway through the fourth quarter of this broadcast of Northland Basketball. Let's see. Somebody said out there, Apache Renegade commented saying, Apache Marvel characters, Thunderbird and his brother Warpath.
There we go.
These real characters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, you think he's making it up?
Well, I don't know if he's suggesting or if he's telling you that.
No, they've got him.
These are real characters. Okay, that was a nice shot. I have no idea who made the shot. Okay, it was Carlo Harris. There you go. They give us the look here on the screen. Our guys are good at that. The broadcast announcers leave a little bit to be desired.
A little. You're giving us a lot of credit.
But the production team, they keep us straightened out, for the most part.
Absolutely.
Don't they?
Absolutely. And I bet you Sean.
Big Sean Ulvestad. That's his look on the screen right there right now. That's the camera.
He's a Marvel guy.
You bet?
Yeah.
Trust me, knowing Sean, I don't doubt that one bit.
Exactly.
I do not doubt that
because
one bit.
Because he knows.
Trevor Byers. And Trevor goes coast to coast for the basket. Whistle.
Little hustle right here by the Yellow Jackets. Nice basket right there, and then a near steal.
Go back on Derek's look because I got to ask Derek. Derek, nod if you're DC Comics. Shake your head if you're Marvel. DC Comics,
Well,
babe.
of course.
DC Comics
Who's
right
his
there.
dad? Who's his dad, and who brought him up on DC?
All right, Sean, it's your turn. We're on your look. What is it? Nod if you're Marvel. Hey, there's a nice finish by Mason. Mason Bigos right there. He's got 12 in the
Yeah,
game.
nod for Marvel. He did.
Hold on. It's nod for DC. It's shake for Marvel.
Well, you said Marvel.
Oh,
See? Yeah.
Shake for Marvel. It's nod. It's shake for DC.
Yeah. No, Sean knows what's happening.
Okay, so Sean's a Marvel guy. Yeah,
Yep.
that makes perfect sense. Here's a shot. Thomas Ellsworth rims out. No good. The rebound, Blue Ridge. They're going to bring it up. We approach 2.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Cruz from the corner. And Kobzowitz rebound off the miss. There's Hadley Davidson. Okay, so let's ask our technical director. That's Colby Maxwell. There's a three for the rangefinder, Thomas Ellsworth. Man, it just rolls off the tongue. He's got 3 of those threes in the game. Rolls off the tongue, Byron Brown.
That it does. That it does.
There's a drive.
How about another block by Keegan? He's got about 5 by here tonight.
Yeah, Keegan's slapping him, man. He is rejecting admission right there. And now he'll go to the basket with the double pump. Hadley Davidson follows his shot with the good one for the Cougars. You got 14 in the game. All right, here you go for our technical director, Colby Maxwell. Colby, here's how you'll tell us if you're. Oh, he says 2. So 2 is Marvel. Colby he's just going to flash it. He gave us the hook 'em horns sign right there, which means apparently Marvel.
That's right.
In some universe, let's see. He's hooking them. Now he's doing it. There you go.
No,
there you go,
he's
Colby.
putting the horns down.
So
horns down, but he's still giving the
horns
2
down
for
no
Marvel.
Good? Horns down no good? Is that?
No, obviously he's not a Texas fan. That's what he's saying. He's not a Texas fan.
Okay, got it. There he is right back there. So Marvel. Well, listen, I never suggested that the collective IQ of our production team was all that high. I never did that. Hey, there's the technical foul.
Because he crossed over, is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
he crossed the line. You get in there a little too tight, and it happens. Are there any cameramen in the Marvel universe? Because it seems like there probably would be. Super camera.
No, there is not.
Listen, this is what happens. This is what happens to our production, and where the broadcast goes. As you watch Hadley Davidson at the line here, this is what happens when we've been on the road for 4 straight days doing coverage and have not slept in the last 3 nights. Haven't slept more than a grand total of about 7 hours in the last 3 nights. This is what you get. The brain doesn't work anymore.
Is what you get.
The brain just shuts down on you. Just shuts down. 2 shots, technical foul shots for Hadley, and he made the 1 out of 2. Inbound for the Cougars as they close it out. The Cougars are going to get this win here tonight at home. And Mason Bigos is helping to make sure of that. He is helping to close it out with authority. Think about the Sports Zone player of the game, guys. Presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center.
Nice play by Mason. He's been doing this in the second half. I wonder if Stuber said, hey, Mason, I need you to drive to the basket. But on this one in particular, he finally went with his left hand.
Okay.
Every time he's come from the left side, he's tried to go, and I'm going to put up with the right hand, which most right-handed guys do. When we're going to do a layup from the left side, we do not want to use our left hand. But right there, Mason using his left hand, thus getting the foul and the and one.
Well, Mason and Hadley Davidson lead the scoring for Show Low. They each have 15 points. There is Jaden Waite, drops it back. Mason Bigos out on the angle to Thomas Ellsworth. We've got 50 seconds remaining here in the basketball game, and a steal by Noah Chi for the Yellow Jackets. 54-36. This one closing out here, getting to the final half minute. There's a Trevor Byers lay-in.
Nice little give and go right there for the Yellow Jackets.
Trevor will finish right about 6 points in the game. 25 seconds. Coach is asking his guys now to just take it outside, throw it around, and try to run the clock out. They will not try to shoot here.
The old four corners.
And 12 seconds now remaining here. Show Low is going to pick up their 8th win of the season. The Cougars in the region with the victory over the Yellow Jackets. Show Low is going to go to 1-2 now, their first region victory. Blue Ridge is 0-5. So those two teams battling it out, duking it out to see who stays out of the cellar. Coming into the night, Snowflake was 3-1, Holbrook 3-1, Alchesay 2-1, Winslow 3-2. And our Sports Zone player of the game is jersey number 20, Hadley Dazen, putting the game together tonight for the Show Low Cougars. We'll talk to Hadley here in just a moment, get his thoughts on a victory. Hold on, before we give that up, one last thought with Byron, because I know Byron's going to want to ski-daddle here. Well, Show Low victory. These two teams, trying to come up from the bottom up here and work their way into the playoffs. And you can see the moments, right? There's some moments right there, particularly the Show Low team, the way they held on down the stretch. If they can just get it all worked out, they might just sneak into that postseason.
Well, here's the key is they do have one of their players out. Maybe by next week he comes in, but absolutely this is a big victory for the Show Low Cougars. They're ranked 25, moves them up, and as we talked about earlier with this new Copper State tournament, that's going to open up a lot of spots for the seeds because the Copper State takes 16 teams, 10 teams from the 3A, 4 teams from the 2A, 2 from the 2A. Okay, so you take those 10 teams, there's 16 teams, so it's what happens if 8 of the 10 win? Now all of a sudden, those guys move on, and they're not coming back down. So they don't come back down. And so now your difference at your range in the 3A tournament stays at 24 teams. Yeah. So now you go from 11 to 24 is 35. So you can get at 25 you move up to that 22, 23 spot. You might get a home game.
Really good for a team like Show Low right now. Really good for them. All right, Byron, good job on the broadcast tonight. Thank you. Thank you for the burrito.
You're welcome.
And go watch yourself a Marvel game.
I'm gonna
a Marvel movie.
I'm breaking into these.
Oh,
I brought those to you, but and
the
trust me,
pretzels.
These are the best, And I'll tell you who got them.
Who did?
My wife.
Your wife did, of course. That's why they're the best.
That's right.
All right, because you.
But I'm taking a few right now.
You don't know quality. All right, those are the white chocolate pretzels. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
You're a kind and generous fellow, and have a great night. Okay.
I will. Thank you very much.
There's Byron Brown right there, and nice work from Byron today on the broadcast. Let's hand the microphone over to our Sports Zone player of the game and have our final thoughts in from this young man representing the green and gold. Final score in the boys varsity tonight here at Show Low High School. Northland Basketball and Show Low Cougars basketball coverage here at the Sports Zone. Show Low 54, Blue Ridge 38 in the boys varsity game. And on your screen right there is our Sports Zone player of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Hadley Dazen helps lead the way to a victory for Show Low tonight. Hadley, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Well, let's see. Blue Ridge, they battled out there for sure, but you guys, I thought, played with a level of composure and poise that demonstrates just what you're capable of doing. This is a good team. You guys have a good team, and don't look at the record right now because Show Low playing better basketball than what that record indicates. Give me your thoughts on the victory tonight over the Yellow Jackets. A busy stretch of time here, a lot of close games, and you finally got one where you didn't have to worry about going to overtime.
Oh, this was a much-needed win for us.
Yeah.
Because lately we've been kind of in that losing drought, so it's basically these games that kind of count the most. It's mainly the things that we need to look forward to. I mean, we could have won most of our freedom games, but it's just the start of the season we were kind of risky. New coach and knew everything, so he was just trying to get to know us more, and I think throughout these throughout these course of tournaments and these other freedom games, we kind of got it together. But I don't want to put down Blue Ridge because Blue Ridge is a good team. I have a lot of respect for those guys. I played with those guys over the summer. They helped me improve so much stuff. Like they help me really get out there, and I really respect those boys a lot, and I really respect Blue Ridge a lot.
Yeah, good comment, Hadley. Your team is finally settling in with the new coach and gaining an identity, and I'm watching improved play chemistry-wise, but guys like Mason Bigos really stepping his game up. Thomas Ellsworth has been deadly outside shooting the basketball for the Cougars. Tell me your thoughts on 2 or 3 year teammates.
They're my teammates. I really have respect for everybody. Everybody's really good in their own way. Like Mason Bigos, he has that mentality of just to score and score and score. And Thomas, what I like about him is that like he is willing to play defense on their best player, and that's what I like about him, defense. And like as I look at it, most people don't look for defense these days, and I think defense wins these games. And Keegan too, he's really been stepping up. He's really stepping up. And then Jaden Waite too, coming off the bench due to Cam, but Jaden's really been stepping up. And yeah, I just really love these guys and love these benches because they're finally getting the exposure of what we've been needing to. And I really like about that. I really love that.
Hadley Dazen here, our Sports Zone player of the game. And one more question, Hadley. I think in about a week you might in about a week get Cameron Wallenstein back in your lineup. And if you can hold the fort down, if you guys can get a couple of more wins, while he's out, get him back. That's going to be a big lift, don't you think, for the Cougars and your hopes to get into the postseason if you can get Cam back on the floor?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cameron's been kind of like our main key lately. He was like one of our good rebounders at the start of the season. I don't know if you didn't notice that, but Cameron was willing to grab every rebound, and he's an all-time all-around scorer, and I really like about that. But lately with Cam being out, all of us kind of stepped up, and I think Cam was playing at a different level or above us. But once he gets back, it might be a little rough for him. He's been out for a little bit, but just as long as he's willing to stick with us, or if we stick with him, I just really like about that.
Well done, well spoken, Hadley Dazen. Great job, congratulations.
Thanks.
Go enjoy your victory, okay? Thanks. All right, there's Hadley Dazen, everybody. He is the Sports Zone's player of the game in the Show Low victory, 54-38 over the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Northland Basketball brought to you by Choice Broadband. Our Sports Zone player of the game is brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We're going to wrap it up, everybody. That's going to do it. Coach Suber he's gone to the locker room, and I don't know if he's going to make it back in time, and we're going to get out of here. It's been a great night, great fun couple of games as always for us here at Show Low High School. Thanks to Show Low, the administration, to their entire staff for the hospitality as always. We just love our relationship with the Show Low Cougars, and again, a great night here tonight. And a couple of fun games, back-to-back wins for the Show Low varsity boys and girls teams. Final in the boys game, Show Low 54, Blue Ridge 38. One more game for you this week in our broadcast schedule of Northland Basketball. Tomorrow night we're at Window Rock High School. Window Rock takes on Monument Valley. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll see you from the Fighting Scots Events Center tomorrow night. I want to thank our entire crew, led by our producer, Derek Simmons. Our technical director tonight has been Colby Maxwell. And on camera for us tonight, Big Sean Ulvestad. For the entire crew, Floyd Simmons. Thank you for joining us, and God bless you, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow for our next broadcast of Northland Basketball. Good night from Show Low.